You can see how big this system is. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe to this channel. All right, you can see it here, a big comma shape right through here, Ontario, Quebec, right through the Great Lakes, Ohio River Valley, down toward the southeast United States. And this front will eventually clip by the northern Caribbean over the next couple days. This is a big wind maker for many, even some dangerous winds and really high seas. I want to show you those seas in just a second, how quickly they're going to be building. But we take a look at this system that is rolling by, and with it, it will eventually clip by the northern Caribbean, the tail end of it rolling through Florida and the Bahamas today, and it will bring slightly cooler air for us in parts of Haiti, the Dominican Republic, even Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Cuba. Watching that as we slide over the next few days. This is a different map here. Now you see these brighter colors popping up. This just almost tells me where a lot of the energy is, and with it, it tells me how powerful of a system this is and the fact that the winds are going to be so very strong. I'll show you those winds gusting easily over 50 miles per hour for many, over 80 kilometers an hour. But you see all the energy, just these colors that are popping up, these brighter colors telling me there is so much kind of power with this system, and there is that severe weather threat rolling right through the extreme southeast United States and even up toward the mid-Atlantic of the United States. So starting with the big picture on this, and then I'll zoom down for us in the Caribbean and up toward parts of Canada, and we'll track that next system in just a second. Now later today, the front starts to move off the east coast of the United States. So morning into the early afternoon, a severe weather threat, parts of the southeast United States. Then that front, look at that, moves toward Bermuda by tomorrow with some heavier rain, lots of rain and some snow up toward the northeast sections of the United States and back toward the Atlantic region of Canada. And then pulling forward a look ahead here, and then we'll zoom down in a second. Quick look ahead here. You see this next system by this weekend, a little more to the south. So another front eventually Sunday into early next week that will clip by the northern Caribbean. Now let's track these winds and how high they're going to be. Look at the northern Gulf, southeast United States, east coast of the United States, even northern Bahamas. Some of the winds today gusting to 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers an hour. That white shading we're seeing there, that will correspond to really high seas, which I'll show you in just a moment. But look at that white shading again as we get into this evening, building near the east coast of the United States and just offshore. Winds gusting over 50, even up to about 60 miles per hour. Things are going to crank up with this system. So some dangerous winds, be mindful of that. Even some really gusty winds, Freeport, New Providence, northern Bahamas, back through Florida, and then up toward the Atlantic region of Canada by tomorrow. And look at Bermuda. Winds will be gusting 80 kilometers an hour to about 50 miles per hour. They are going to be howling as we go through the day tomorrow and then working into Friday. Look at some of that red showing up there. Gusty, strong winds. Cape Cod, back toward Cape Breton, just lifting up there. So we're going to be seeing those really strong winds. Cape Cod Bay, for example, and then lifting up near Nova Scotia. But that red shading in there, those are winds gusting to about 70 miles per hour or 110 kilometers an hour. Mainly offshore, mainly over the water, but that could even clip us by Newfoundland and the Avalon Peninsula with some really strong winds as we go over the next couple of days as this system works in. Look how it corresponds to the seas. Here's meters. Here's feet to keep everyone covered, right? So we watch everything really building, and you can see with those strong winds near the northern Bahamas, southeast United States. Look at that, the red shading showing up, 5 meters plus 17, 18 feet in the sea. So dangerous winds, dangerous seas. This is by Friday. Here's Bermuda. Look just to the north, 6 meters. We're talking over 20 feet in some spots with these seas. Then that will lift up toward the North Atlantic as we work our way into the weekend. Now, let's zoom down to the tail end of the front. Then I want to get back to the U.S. and Canada as this system moves by. Here's the tail end of the front today. Spotty showers, St. Kitts, Nevis, Barbados. We may catch a couple of those hit or miss showers. That front clips by. You don't see a whole lot of rain with it, right? I'll show you the rain totals in a moment. Rain totals very low, but the front will move by. This here is by Friday. That'll bring some stronger winds and slightly cooler weather, even back through the Turks and Caicos as we go through the end of the week. Now, looking back to this system here, Bahamas, Bermuda, and you can see here's that severe weather threat in here, some strong winds, even an isolated tornado through the day, southeast U.S., and then all that rain pulls up to New England, and that rain and snow in the Atlantic region of Canada. May see a little bit of snow northern Maine, but as we work our way into tomorrow, kind of a mess with some of that rain, and as I mentioned, the winds are going to be so very strong. Here's Bermuda with some of the rain working in. And even on Friday, as this system starts to depart or try to depart, still some rain. Watching that in Newfoundland, and we'll have those strong wind gusts, giving you the heads up on that. And then we'll keep an eye on our next systems that will be building to the west. Now, I mentioned the rain totals not super high for some of us. The system just kind of clips by. So we're looking at things all less than 25 millimeters of rain, less than an inch of rain as we work our way back through the Bahamas. Spotty showers still for us, Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Our rain chance is not too high. You don't see much in the way of brighter colors showing up, but a little higher in the northeastern Caribbean today. St. Kitts, for example, we may get a spot or two that approaches an inch of rain or 25 millimeters of rain. And then it's just that hit or miss variety. Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, our rain chance is going to be on the low side. But look at this. This is where it starts to get higher near Suriname, watching some of that rain building in. Eastern sections of Suriname, we could have some totals of 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain. Central America, rain chance not too terribly high, so totals not too high. And then Mexico City back through Texas, mainly those dry conditions that will be with us. So rain chance about 40% for us in Jamaica today, not too terribly high. A 20 to 30% chance right across the Cayman Islands. The rain chance stays on the low side for us in Trinidad, only about 20% top. So mainly on the dry side. Same thing in Barbados. Isolated shower chance, that's it. But St. Lucia has slightly better chance, about a 40% chance today and a 30% chance tomorrow, and holding on to a low 20% chance tomorrow and Friday as we work our way into Grenada. 30 to 40% chance, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 30 to 40% chance in Martinique, so some passing showers, and a 40% chance the next 2 days in Dominica. Rain chance 40% as well in Guadeloupe the next couple of days, down to a 30% chance on Friday. Some passing showers possible today. Antigua, Barbuda, 40% chance. A little higher though, as I mentioned, St. Kitts, Nevis, in Montserrat, rain chance about 50% today. There'll be some spotty showers, a 50% chance as well. Anguilla and St. Bart's, 40% chance St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, and about a 50% chance. Some spotty showers, some scattered showers possible for us today in Puerto Rico. 40% chance the next couple of days. U.S. and British Virgin Islands. Again, northern Bahamas, a better chance of some of those passing showers with that front later today. But with that, watching the winds in those high and dangerous seas, 40% chance Turks and Caicos, and a 40% chance holding right through the end of the week in the Dominican Republic. Isolated in Haiti, we're down, rain chance about 30%, 20% chance of a shower today in Belize, a 30% chance for us in Belize tomorrow. Aruba, only a 10% chance of a shower today, a 20% chance the next couple of days in Curacao, 30 to 40% chance, but building later this week in Guyana, and you see the rain chance bumping up a notch in Suriname, especially eastern sections, a 50% chance. Cuba, we may catch a shower today, especially eastern end, central and eastern end as that front clips by. Costa Rica, Panama, rain chance low, 30%, 30% chance in Nicaragua, and a 20 to 30% chance over the next 3 days in Honduras. So rain chance has dropped off some, just a 20% chance Guatemala and El Salvador. We get back toward Mexico City, mainly the dry conditions. Yucatan Peninsula, not a lot as well. Rain chance on the low side, 20% chance northern Colombia, 30% chance through the end of the week in northern Venezuela, and tomorrow in Bermuda, those higher winds that will be moving in, giving you the heads up on that as our front will be working in. So powerful system on the move. It's a strong one, watching those really high winds and those seas that will be building further. And then we'll be watching that next system that will be starting to move in for some of us by the upcoming weekend. I'm keeping an eye on those earthquake clusters. Eastern Caribbean, as of this time, I haven't seen any additional significant earthquakes. I'm watching that. You know I'm watching that behind the scenes. So thank you for being with me, and have a good day ahead.